Hi guys, and welcome to GISTUBE TV, your home for everything entertainment and trending news. Subscribe to this channel, and after subscribing there is a notification bell, the bell button. Click on that bell so you will not miss uploads when I have them for your viewing pleasure. The plot is plotting and it is getting thicker. Guys, recall that a few days ago I brought to you that Mohbad's wife, his widow, Cynthia Wumi Aloba, has pointed accusing fingers at her father-in-law, saying that her house is no longer inhabitable for herself and little Liam, that is the late singer's son, and that she's been getting death threats and she has had to, squat in different places just so that she will feel a little bit safe. And she called all Nigerians saying, "Help me. What happened to my husband is about to happen to me." And remember, I told you that Mohbad's father, that Joseph Aloba, is lawyer, replied Cynthia, replied Wumi, and they called her on all sorts of, different names, unprintable names, saying that if she's not guilty, there is no reason for her to be running helter-skelter and having to come out to say she has no place to keep her head at night. Now, the DNA saga has continued because Wumi has now officially pointed it out on her social media. What she did earlier was petition the Nigerian police, but it's looking like she does not want to take that route anymore. She wants to come out and say, my husband was silenced. My husband had medical emergencies. He was afraid of going to the hospitals because he felt like doctors could be compromised. And that's one of the reasons that led to his death. He did not want to show his vulnerability in public because he came on social media, they shamed him. But I have decided to take off the cloak of shame and the garment of shame. I am going to talk on social media. And she is saying, my husband never questioned the paternity of our son when he was alive. This is what Cynthia had to say, Wumi. Wumi said, they silenced my husband by spreading rumors that he was on drugs. And now they have been targeting me by releasing a voice note I recorded a few years ago for medical purposes. They are attacking our only child by labeling him as illegitimate. My husband was messed up mentally, psychologically, and physically. If he had continued speaking publicly about his challenges, perhaps he would still be alive today. I wish he had summoned the courage to come public as many times as he could, but he didn't want anyone to see his vulnerability. He was a gentle and calm soul. Making a man feel inferior, making him live in fear, assaulting him publicly, among others, is what they subjected my husband to. The last time they attacked him, I begged him to speak out, but he felt powerless against the influence of the industry gods. Mohbad would have sought medical treatment after his injury if he didn't live in constant fear. He avoided going to hospitals because he believed the medical system could be compromised and doctors bribed to harm him. I know a lot, but they won't allow me speak my truth. Your favorite fake activists and bloggers can continue defaming me, but I pray God rewards them for their actions. If they eventually kill me too, like they did Mohbad, just know I said it. It may not be direct. So many things have happened since I lost my husband, yet I can't speak. I am helpless, but I know God will see me through this. I want the whole world to know that I tried to speak up just as my husband always wanted to, but they bullied him to silence as they are currently doing to me. The DNA issue is one that has brought tears to my eyes and pain to my heart, and my legal team has advised me not to dignify anyone with a response. However, I feel compelled to address the misconceptions arising from my silence. Let me clarify. There has never been any doubt or discussion about Liam's paternity until my husband's demise. It is disheartening to hear false narratives circulating on social media. My husband never for once questioned the paternity of our sunshine during his lifetime. Neither did my father-in-law or his families. The first time I heard about his doubt was on social media. He never spoke to me personally about the DNA till this very day. My father-in-law's legal team reached out to my legal team, who then gave him the terms and conditions in which the DNA will be conducted. Since November, I have been waiting for a court order to proceed with the DNA testing. However, I am now being asked to take Liam to my father-in-law so the test can be done. Which of you will take your son to such a man in these circumstances if you were in my shoes? Will you feel safe to take your son to a man who has come online to defame your character and lie to you? And lie of you. You've all seen the curses and threats made on my son's enemy. Yet, some of you are telling me to expose my son to further potential harm. The relentless social media bullying and threats have made it impossible for me to even take Liam out in public safely. All I ever did was love Ilerioluwa selflessly and expected nothing in return. Yet, this is the cruel reality I now face. Liam is our sunshine and the only precious gift Ilerioluwa left me with. I will protect him with every ounce of my blood and until my last breath. I am using this medium to beg the public to plead with my father-in-law to obtain the court order so the DNA can be conducted. It's been 3 months and he has not made a single move on the DNA process other than soliciting for funds online, instigating the public against myself and my son by setting us up for bullying and defaming my character. Wumi continued by saying, unknown to me, my father-in-law had signed a contract with the African TV CEO on a ratio of 70-30 on my husband's unpaid royalties from the Malian's record label. The CEO, Larry Omodia, takes 70% and my father-in-law takes 30%. This explains the reason why they were desperate about conducting DNA on my son by not wanting to go through the court process so the results could be manipulated to suit their greed. Less than 2 weeks after my husband's demise, the self-acclaimed African television CEO Larry reached out to me, offering to raise 10 million naira for my son if I agreed to do the DNA. But I ignored his message. Afterwards, he started harassing me with telephone calls to have an interview with me, which I refused and blocked his number. Thereafter, he and his cohort started bullying and defaming me on TikTok on October 31st. Auntie Iyabo Ojo posted an update about me coming out to speak publicly after the coroner inquest. He texted me with a different phone number again, which I blocked. When the news of my father-in-law's 70-30 contracts with African TV CEO leaked online, his bloggers, as usual, all jumped out like Aja Bolugi and defended him and bullied the African TV CEO into silence. But before the African TV CEO went into exile, he stated, and I quote, "There is a difference between a grieving father and a greedy father. Baba Mohbad is a greedy father and is not mourning his son. As little as I am still the mother of my child, and nobody in this world is going to take his right away from him, with or without his father." That's where we are. That is where we are. Now, someone is even saying at this point she's more worried about her son's life than some DNA test. Because she no longer trusts anyone. If they really want run them, let them go through due process. This girl is not releasing her son to anyone. And that is what Wumi is saying. She's saying the court has to be in charge of the DNA and not saying bring the son here. What if she takes the son there and they don't release the little boy to her? What will she do? How will she fight? Someone who is already condemned by the society. This is me just echoing people's thoughts on social media. But I'd like to hear from you. Because a lot of persons have been saying, Wumi, why have you been silent if you are not guilty? Why have you refused to do the things they are asking from you and of you if you are not guilty? Now, Wumi is talking. And people are saying, take your dirty mouth somewhere else. Do what they want you to do and let peace reign. What do you think in the comment section? Are you also okay with Wumi coming out to now say this is what is happening? No, I will not remain silent too, because what happened to my husband is about to happen to me. And if anything happens to me, I want you guys to know who to take and who to hold and who to declare wanted. That is where we are at currently. I'd like to hear your opinions in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching this one though. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, subscribe, like, share. Bye.